What's good? What's going on out there? How's everybody doing out there? What's the deal? I just I just wanted to do a little quick live. And the topic is stop blaming everyone for our problems. As everybody know, there was just an incident that happened in Brooklyn in Bed-Stuy McDonald's, where a young 23-year-old Black American kid was killed involving cold French fries. Um, a black female, she had to be in her 60s because her son that did it was 20, so she had to be in her 60s. A black female went online and ordered some food from McDonald's. This was in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, New York City. She went to go pick her food up, but apparently the French fries was cold. Now, we know when you go to places like that, sometime when it's left in a tray, the French fries get cold and they usually throw them out or they make some more French fries. But she ordered a burger, fries, and I think it was a soda. And the French fries was cold. So she argued with a 23-year-old young man, and the man actually was from Queens. He works, he comes from Queens to go to Brooklyn. He does his thing, he works. What's going on, bro? What's going on, Mike? The French fries was cold and she argued with him. She gets on FaceTime and FaceTimes her 20-year-old son. Now, the thing about her 20-year-old son, hey, what's up, Mike? The thing about her 20-year-old son, he committed murder when he was 18 in Herkimer in Brooklyn, on Herkimer Avenue in Brooklyn. For some reason, he got away with it. He was still walking the streets. So we're going to fast forward. He goes from 18 to 20. So he has one murder. She FaceTimes her son and lets her son knows what's going on. He hears the commotion. He comes down with his girlfriend. He approaches the guy. They argue, they fight. It comes outside. His girlfriend decides to take a gun, passes it to him, and he shoots this young 23-year-old man in the neck. He bleeds a lot. They take him to the hospital. He's in the hospital for about 2.5 days, and he passes away. Now, this was over cold French fries. Now, the thing that bothers me and the thing that bothers a lot of sensible Black folks that work hard, where was Black Lives Matter? What happened to the representation of Al Sharpton, Jesse Slickman Jackson, and the most famous of them all is Benjamin Crump? None of them showed up. None of them showed support. Now, what gets me upset, this what makes this whole thing to be disgusting. If it was a Caucasian man that did this, it would be marching. It would be Black Lives Matter. It would be Benjamin Crump with the family while the family's crying. He would be with them. Al Sharpton would come out there, and Jesse Jackson would probably have some type of saying. He'll probably have like how you would say, a TV somewhere where he's watching this, and he probably might say some of his little stupid remarks about Black folks always getting killed. So, yeah, he is old now. He is old, but he still likes to put his little 2 cents into it. There was no type of action being done by these Black leaders. But if it was somebody Caucasian, it would happen. Now, Black people, we have a problem. And the problem is we kill each other from Sunday to Monday. Innocent people are being killed. Young people are being killed. Babies are being killed. Elderly people are being killed. People like me and other people that go to work, mind their business, is being killed over gang violence, gang wars, and drugs in our neighborhood. And there's no leaders to come and check this out and try to have a solution to the problem. It only happens. It only happens when somebody of Caucasian or Asian descent does this. And this just disappeared in the wind. You didn't hear it. Once he died, they said he died. They got the man, the young kid, the 20-year-old kid. They charged his girlfriend, but what's making me upset even more, they didn't even charge the mother. The mother was the one that started all this. She was the one that instigated this. Yes, black people are divided. And it's sad that what I'm about to say right now, it may hurt people's feelings, but I don't care. What's got to happen right now? The good blacks like me and this brother that I know for a long time, Mike, and other black folks that just want to live our lives and live a productive life, we need to separate from the hood. You got to separate from these black folks. They may call us every name in the book. They may call us a sellout and a token and Uncle Ruckus, but we have to separate from them because we can't make no progress with this garbage that's being left in our hood, in our neighborhood. This is all trash and garbage, man. I am 51 years of age, and Lord spare my life. Hopefully, I can make it to 52. But the good Negroes in the community have to get together. And I'm not the only one that said this. There's a lot of black folks that tried to help. Like we tried and tried and tried and tried to help Negroes, but you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. We got to say, you know what? Y'all stay here. We got to find another place where we can dwell and start all over again. Because that was a horrible situation that a 23-year-old man had to die over cold French fries. This 23-year-old kid, he could have been doing something worse. He could have had joined the gang. He could have been on the corner selling drugs. But he chose to walk that path in life, and he chose to do something legal, and he was taken out over cold French fries. And today, there are no black leaders because these black leaders are greedy. These black leaders only want to line their pockets with white cops and anybody else white that kills us. Then they'll be outside. And then the sad thing about this whole situation, we will destroy our own neighborhood. You get mad because you saw a white cop taking out somebody. So now you destroy people's stores. You destroy people's houses where you live. You do this in your neighborhood, and that's horrible. I didn't want to do this story, but people kept saying, can you please do it? So now I'm doing it. It's disgusting. So now a person has to be buried that was taken out over cold French fries. Nothing else. Cold French fries. Horrible. You walk down the street, you look at a person wrong, they want to punch in your face or blow your brains out. Negroes cannot get along. We have to understand this. There's two different type of Negroes. There's the good ones and there's the bad ones. There's two type of cops. There's the good ones and the bad ones. There's two type of white folks. There's the good ones and the bad ones. And the list keeps going on and on and on. Every cop is not bad. Every white folk's not bad. So I'm tired of hearing this. Every time something happens or we do something, if you make a decision like you made that decision, no white man, no yellow man, green, purple man came and told you, you better go kill that person. Take this gun and go blow his brains out. Take this drugs and go sell it. You did it. If it was planted there, you should know, listen, either I'm going to take this route, or I'm going to walk the straight path. So this right here was horrible. Now this mother has to bury her son over cold French. I feel bad for her. And you didn't hear nothing from no Black Lives Matter yet. You noticed that? None. You didn't hear nothing about no Benjamin Crump. You didn't hear nothing about none of these leaders coming to Brooklyn saying, listen, we need to, sit down and talk about the violence that's going on in the ghetto, in the poor neighborhoods. If you want to put professionally, in the poor neighborhoods. It's disgusting that we can't, all the stuff that our ancestors did, all we doing is spitting it in their face because they died and stuff for us to be better, not to be worse. And we doing worse than better. And then we blame everybody. Everybody. Oh, what? No, he didn't tell you to do this. You did it. You have to take responsibility for your own action. You, as a human being, you. Everybody makes excuses. No, man, this young kid shouldn't have had to perish this way. And there's other kids in our neighborhood that was killed over wearing the wrong color. These people don't know about no Bloods and Crips, but because he was wearing, a person was wearing the wrong color, they get snuffed out. And some gang members say, well, maybe he don't know nothing about this. No, these gang members want to do this, so then they snuff somebody out. You don't get no points, you don't get rich, and you don't get respect by real people. And this is why a lot of people that have good neighborhoods don't want none of us coming in their neighborhood and move there, because idiots like these people make it bad for good people like me. You see how that goes? This is the problem. It's so bad that this happened, and a lot of people are making memes about this, like, yo, they're making jokes, but it's not funny that this young kid was snuffed out for cold French fries. All the lady had to do was say, can I speak to a manager, or can you please give me some hot French fries? I would have did that. No, she has to be a grown hood rat, a grown freaking hood rat, and starts getting in this guy's face, and then gets on FaceTime to call her son, knowing her son was a dynamite ready to go off, and he exploded, and now somebody's dead. Yes, thank you, Mike. Thank you. These churches, these fake, phony churches, these pastors that's having sex with your daughter, that's having sex with your mother, that's taking money out of everybody's pocket that's poor because they said God said. God didn't say that, man. He didn't say that. I'm glad my brother brought that up. Yes, these damn fake, phony churches and these pastors, it was the worst thing to ever happen in a black neighborhood, bringing these churches in the black neighborhood. The worst. Because these people, these pastors, are no better than a damn pimp. They are no better than the pimp, and they take the Bible and use it to their advantage, but they're no better than pimps and drug dealers. Come on. That pastor in Brooklyn that got attacked, you think that was for no reason? He did something. He was probably involved into some illegal activity and didn't pay what he was supposed to pay, and he got gotten. So I don't believe that pastor. First of all, you're supposed to be a man of the Lord, a man of God, and you're walking around with gold chains, gold ring, gold watches that you took from your congregation saying that God said to give. So that dude, he is a piece of garbage. What he did probably set this whole thing up and probably got himself robbed. So people could donate more money. So people could donate more money. That's what he probably did. Those was the worst that ever happened when they put these damn churches. They got a church up the street, a church down the street, a church across the street. Then next to the church, how are you so hypocritical? Next to the church, two doors over, you got a liquor store. But this is supposed to be a church though. But 2 doors over, you have a liquor store. Insurance purposes. Yeah. Yep, Mike, probably that. Insurance purposes. Yep, he probably did. These churches are the scam of all scams, man. You got one church, 2 doors over, you got a liquor store. Then across the street, you got a Chinese store. Then next to it, you got another liquor store. And it just keeps going on and never stops. Keeps going on. So that was the worst thing. That was the worst thing that ever happened to us with these churches, man. You don't have to learn about the Lord in the church. You could be in your house, get a Bible, and you can study yourself. How is it that the churches are getting more rich and the poor people are getting more poor? People will get their last food stamps and everything else. And I'm not being funny. This is for real. I remember on one of these shows where a female said that the pastor would lock the door until people went in their pockets and put money in the money plate. So all you're doing is holding people hostage. She said, this is when my time I had to leave. I had to leave this church. What I'm saying to you, the black community, we got to get it together. And I'm going to keep banging on the black community until somebody hears it. Because us being killed for cold French fries, for wearing different colors, for us looking at each other wrong. You mean to tell me as a black man, I can't look at another black man, how you doing, bro? I can't do that? Without somebody wanting to pull out a gun or a knife? Yo, I don't know you, son. What do you mean don't know me? We walking past each other. It's called courtesy, man. How about that? Like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be bringing more stuff. Rest in peace to all these people in the hood who was killed over nothing. Peace. I'm out of here. Thanks, Mike, for listening.